All right, this is 5th grade, 5.NBT.B.6, dividing whole numbers, and this quiz just focuses on different ways and area models to divide, and not using the standard algorithm, but just different area models and representations. So this is question 2. North Middle School has 3,036 students. The principal divides the students into groups of 22. Which model represents the situation correctly? So we have to understand that division is also repeated subtraction. And you could subtract 22, 22, 22, 22, or in this instance, we're subtracting groups of 22. In all of these models, we're subtracting groups of 22. But our problem is 3,036 divided by 22. So let's look at this model and see if we can figure out which model represents it correctly. So first of all, our whole, our dividend is 3,036, our divisor is 22, and each of these models show that we are going to pull out 100 groups of 22. Well, when you pull out 100 groups, and we can put it just like this in our quotient, 100 groups of 22 is 2,200, and we subtract and we get 30. You can regroup if necessary, or you can just subtract 30 minus 22, which is 8. So 836. So when you look at that model, that shows 100 groups, 836, 100 groups, 836, 100 groups, but this one shows 2,816. So right there, that is an incorrect model. Here, they said 100 times 22 is 220. That's what that one did over there. So we know this one's not correct. So now we're down to 2 models to look at. So our next set of 22, or groups of 22, is 10 groups of 22. So we'll put that, we'll stack our quotient there. 10 groups of 22 is 220. And we subtract, we get 616. So there's 10, 616, that's correct. 10, 616, that's correct. So far so good. Now we have another group of 10, 22s, a group 22 groups of 10, so that's 220. Subtract 11 minus 2 is 9, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So we have 396, a group of 10, 22s, 10 groups of 22s, so we're still the same. We have another group of 10 here. 10 times 22 is 220. We subtract, we get 176. 176, there's that group of 10, the group of 10. So then we have 5 groups of 22. Well, 5 times 20 I know is 100, and 5 times 2 is 10, so that's 110. And I can see that there as well. And we have 6 and 6, and then I know that 3 works. So this actually even tells us our groups here. But so then what is the answer? When we add up our partial quotients here, we have 100, 3 tens is 30, and 8. So our answer is 138. So A is our answer choice. You could have also solved this problem by finding and just dividing out the quotient, or looking at dividing to find the quotient, or you could look here at 138 multiplied by 22, or 183 multiplied by 22, to figure out that is the quotient. But this, conceptually, they're subtracting out, doing partial quotients, subtracting out groups of 22 this way. That's question number 2.